Yep, I muted myself in... Oh, yes. Will this work? Yep, I muted myself. There we go. Okay, that is good. Alright, we got everything up and running. We got the chat up in live chat and not that stupid top chat. Top chat is stupid. Alright, I just started the stream already, like, thirsty, tired, not really a good clue what I'm doing. But the B lamp is now live on printables, for sale, 39 euros, total should be 60, to be clear, and to get all that together. The build guide is ready, the video guide you can see on my YouTube, even if you don't buy it. If you have the time to watch the whole video, just let it run. That will be highly appreciated to get the watch time up. If there is problems there, like, make a comment. Like, still learning how to edit, so my editing skills are not that great. Like, this is my first really edited video of like finding the cuts and doing all that, so I'm still getting used to that. I do not expect those high quality things of like doing everything perfect and set up, and yeah, that is still out of my skill range, experience range, and stress, because every time I try to write down what I want to say, it goes wrong. Hence you see it like this in the setup of I've live streamed partially of the build guide and just told it on live stream, because that went the best way for me to actually make the interaction possible. And for a video, this is not bad. There's so much that I want to fix. But hey, it's here now. I'm not gonna change that. No. Whew. I hope that everyone is going okay. I hope that everyone is having a good day. I am technically still mentally tired of all the things I did, so... Whew. I am tired. I am really tired, because like, not last weekend, but the weekend before I went to the Maker Fair in Hanover. After that, I was on Tuesday, I was like, I really need to push the build guide live. I really want to do Wednesday. Like, all the things I had ready and done, and realized that I missed a lot of things that I wanted to finalize. I missed. Tuesday evening, I was scrolling on the Instagram and I was like, there's a furry event in Hamburg, which is another 5 hours driving from my location. I said, fuck it, let's buy a ticket, and on Thursday I went to Germany again. That was fun. Hey Chromatic! Thank you. Like, for a video it is good. I know it needs a lot how I can smooth it out, but the only way I can do that is building up experience doing it. This is my first video. For a first video, I say this is good. I think there are still a lot of things to improve, but that is time consuming, work experience in doing that to get it better. And I think for the current experience and all the stress I received from this, I think I did pretty okay. At least that's how it feels to me. I think couple wordings are wrong, and I cannot find the way how to highlight text it on YouTube so I can make a box there like, hey, fix this. I have not found that yet, so yeah, that sucks. But that and Chromatic, I appreciate, because you're the I think the first and only buyer yet, which is bloody awesome. There are a lot of couple people that will see it when I post on socials. I've not posted on socials yet. I tried to make a video today. I couldn't get it to work because the whole day was trying me to set up the web shop on Tanks. So I will sell on printables and I will sell on tanks. That's two possibilities. And the interface from tanks itself, so how you make the store or how to make your product, is so different than printables that it couldn't click with me. My brain just couldn't snap into how we need to do that. Got some contact with a person from tanks, so I was talking with him on voice chat and video chat. And now how the web interface from tanks works clicks for me. It's like, okay, now it makes sense. I had a couple things there. I was like, I see this word, and for them it means this, but for me it means that. So I just kept missing how it worked. And with explanation now I can work, but I had not enough time before the stream to actually put it live, so that one is a little bit later. And hopefully tonight, tomorrow, I can make a couple good videos on Instagram and on YouTube Shorts, and maybe a full YouTube video of like, this is the build lab, this is where you get it, and do all that silly promotion things and yeah. But oh boy. The stress from preparing is gone now. The stress is like, I hope that everyone that says that wants to buy the lamp gets the lamp and sees it now. Because a lot of people have waited for almost 6, 7, 8 months. And that's the next part of like, will those people actually buy it because it took too long? A group of people that I all said like yes, but will they actually buy it? Like, I have around 200 to 300 people that says, yes, I want to buy your lamp. But you're not sure if they actually sell. So I estimated around 40, 50 people. And that is still a lot of people that can pick it up, hopefully. Yeah. I am still finding my rest of doing things like I went to a furry event. I was like Tuesday evening. I was like, let's go there. Let's see what that is. Let's see what a furry event is, because I always hear the online part of furries are bad and everyone is behaving and everyone is not good. Yeah, that is online. If you go to physical, you will see a whole different world where everyone is very acceptable and everyone takes their time for you, and no one is pushy, no one is aggressive, no one is shaming you. It's such a different world compared to online and offline. And I have met some cool people there, and I need to close that one. I saw someone like, this is bloody cool, right? Also RGB. Can I loop this? No, I cannot loop this. But that is bloody cool. Like, he took his time to put so many RGB LEDs in his suit, and I hope to make that too in a way. Like, this is really cool. But I met a lot of cool people. And yeah, publishing a project is hell. But now I've done it one time. Hopefully the next one improves with a little bit more skill, and I can do printables and tanks at the same time. Maybe another other store that pops up too. And picking all that up, and you cannot understand it until you do it. And that's the hard part of this. Like, there are people that simply say, oh yeah, just easy, just do it, everyone does it. But if you don't realize what you're doing, then you're gonna fall. And I made a couple mistakes here that I could fix in time that no one will notice. But I learned from them, and next time those won't be the same problem of all that. But yeah, That's the B lamp. Like, I hope the printing will go good and the assembly. Like, I'm still slightly nervous that I will get feedback like I don't understand this or it doesn't work, and so it's still that slightly nervous. So until I get around 10 cells and all those cells make or get a message like, hey, I made the lamp, it was really good. Then I probably feel a lot more in the relaxing state of, yes, the guide is actually good. Yes, the typing is good. Yes, the video is good. Like, oh boy. But that part will come. I put it live, so I'm gonna experience that whole step of people don't understand it or everyone understands it and everyone's like, yeah, I had some things that were not cleared up very good, but I was still puzzled. No. So I probably get a couple of people that doesn't click for them. So I will probably in the written document make some explanation a little bit bigger of like, this is how you do it. But I think globally it is shaping up in a good way. And I think I as you said, Chromatic, like it's the base parts are working. I cannot improve the base more, I can only adjust and fine tune now. Like, the base is good, what I did there, so... Yeah, like, this is it for me. I do not really compare myself to other projects, I compare to my own standard. And this is the standard for me. Like, I had that point of multiple people saying like, oh no, anyone else is doing it with less and they just push it live and they don't care. And that's the part where I realized that I am not everyone, I am me, and I want to take care of that. Because if I don't, I know myself, I will be lax and I will be like everyone and will never put in any more effort than I will ever do. So me doing it this way, over engineering it in a way of like making it simple, make it click and play, is the way that I can track myself in a way that it works. Oh, that is cool! And hi, Cat Whistle. How you doing? That is so... Oh, dude, have fun sailing, mate. Have fun sailing, that is cool. Pictures. Are you on my Discord? I want both pictures. Are you on the Discord? You're on the Discord, right? You're on the Discord. No, now I want to know. Are you on the Discord? Discord. Cat Whistle. Is Cat Whistle? Is Cat Whistle here? I think Cat Whistle is here, right? No. I think I saw him. Yeah. Cat Whistle is here. Where is he? There. Okay. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that's a big boat. Oh, doggy! Alright, everyone. I'm not gonna share the pictures, but if you are on my Discord, you can see the pictures Cat Whistle posted. This is so bloody. Dock on the boat. I'm happy. Thank you, Cat Whistle. It's always like boats are cool, and that big boat in the background is really awesome. Like all the small tiny boats together, that is really cool. But have fun there. Have fun, have a blast, and thank you for just saying hi. That means a lot. Like, And anyway, just the lamp is an experience. Like, I'm still doing editing and doing promotion material, so I'm want to make something. I have it in my mind. Of course, the Netherlands are boat people, man. That's really awesome. That is really awesome. So, like Thursday, the furry event, like, I have seen so many cool people. Like, oh, I cannot see my own camera, so let's go there. He made himself a penguin suit. Like a full penguin suit. And if he walks, he needs to have his legs straight and the leg parts still wobble, and it looks very like that he's actually walking like a penguin. He is actually, because the suit itself is very loose, when he walks without bending his knees and he's just doing the straight walking, it just looks like he is walking as a penguin. Which is just bloody cool. Like, just the simple things of doing all that. Couple collections all together. If it zooms in. Come on. There we go. So the silly group photos, like... I will probably make a short for Instagram and YouTube. I do not know if I can make a full video of a couple minutes fully talking about the lamp and the build process. So not the building itself, but design features. So I kind of want to make that video, but that one takes a little bit longer. But it will be shorts. I currently have too many shorts, so... Also, yeah, come on, you can do it. There we go. So the right one is fully self-made. The other two are made by big crafters. And you see so many people putting so much time in making those suits and making their own persona in a way that's really bloody cool to actually see. Look at all those details, man. Holy. But yeah, that was my Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday I was finalizing the build guide of the lamp and setting all that up. And insanity. Just the insanity of, like, you do all the things at the same time. I kind of realized that I needed to make a double check on all the files and all the models to check, like, if everything is correct. And I almost re-uploaded it with the technical drawing timeline not full drawn, so I missed a couple updates and I almost uploaded it in a bad state, and I spotted that. I was like, oh shit. If I didn't do that change, there was a high chance that people can actually slice their fingers on the model. Like I did myself. Parts were really sharp. I fixed it, but I didn't I moved the timeline from the CAD, so that update didn't apply yet. And so I almost uploaded the model of the lamp in a sharp version that can really cut your skin. Yeah, I almost did that. Like I was so just dead ass tired in the point of, like, oh boy, and just not keeping focus. Like Herschel Gnurk and Chromatic in the Three Musketeers Discord. That's a paid Discord, but I hang out there a lot. A lot of people are there. You see a really good community there. Kept me sane in the voice chat, because I was just mentally breaking just down, because, like, I wanted to put it live on Friday. That's not possible. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, no. Monday evening, 1 in the night. I was like, unprintables, checking all the things, checking all the buying list parts. Is everything correct? Is everything good? And double checking if everything, the links itself are not the referral keys of Seed Studio yet. I still need to fix that, but at the same time, it happens when it happens. So I still need to fix that. I kind of need to remind myself that I need to put in referral codes for the Seed Studio thing. Hopefully, at the Maker Faire, I have talked with Seed Studio, so hopefully they will make a package link where you just can buy, that you get one link for all the Seed Studio parts instead of the 4 or 5 links you have right now. Yeah. I hope they can fix that. That will be very awesome. That couple less links, I can shorten in the explanation, I can shorten in that people make mistakes and forget the link. Because I do my best that I assume that everyone is not technical and not engineering and not, I don't want to say not smart because that's an insult, but that people that never used electronics or this kind of stuff, that they also have access to this possible project in the way that it's made simple enough that most people that are not technical also should have a way of building and making this lamp if they want. Because I want to lower that threshold. Like, I can make a very technical lamp and it's like, yeah, you need a soldering device. Also, you need a UV make machine so you can make the details. Like, adding so much to it, because, and in a lot of ways I will say, like, I can add all those things and say, like, this is how I designed it. But for me, if I can design a product that doesn't need all the parts or can be used with less parts, it means more people have access to it. And that feels better than casually saying, oh, you need a 3D printer that can print 1 meter high, otherwise you cannot print this model. Good luck. You need to have a good global way of building the thing, and that this is as accessible for everyone in a way where anyone that wants to can jump into it. Because saying you need a soldering device, you need a special type of glue, you cannot use any glue, or all that kind of stuff, that are just thresholds where you get people less interested to actually buy it. So hopefully with this design, it's simple enough and less parts needed, that it is for more people easier to build. At least that's what I hope. That is what I hope. Yep, so, no. And doing all that. I really want to work out, so the lamp probably gets some small adjustments and fine-tuning of the pictures for the stores, but I really want to fix this one because the marble can still jam itself stuck, and I am not fully happy about that. So how can I fix this? I'm not sure yet. Like, the marble can jam in, and that's the part I'm still trying to find out. Like, yeah, I went to Hamburg, so the Firenze, I still don't know how to say it, and I met some really cool people and another set of crafting people there, which, like, they have that knowledge I lack to make that thing. And I think I'm gonna try to make a furry glove with RGB LEDs into it, but first experience how to sew, how to take the steps of actually crafting out how can we combine fur with electronics. I know the guy I just showed did it, I know other people did it, but how can I make it in a way that is installationable? Because his glove cannot be washed anymore because the electronics and the fur are completely combined with each other. So I want to puzzle out a way, can I combine the first skin of the glove, get the electronics inside so I can just wash the fur, fully deep wash it, so you can clean it up and then technically skin it back on the glove. And yeah, those are not beginner skills. The things I want to do are not for a beginner, and I'm a very much beginner in that skill. So let's, ooh, let's have fun, right? Yeah. So like, hopefully in 3 months I go to Form next. The weekend directly after is Comic-Con. Hopefully I can show something in the fursuiting building and show that experience off to people there, because the couple people I met in Hamburg will also be at the Comic-Con. So hopefully I can talk with them again and build up that building connection and go further with that. Like I really hope that can be something. The marble contraption also, as just said, needs some working time, needs some updating. I still need to fix this one. I still, where is, I have a splitter here somewhere. Splitter, where are you? Split, split, split. Where is my splitter? I do not see my splitter. I cannot see a splitter. Not here, not here. I am pretty sure I have a splitter somewhere here. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, give me a moment. I want to find the splitter because I'm slightly annoyed that I don't see it. Is it in the back here? Yes, yes, yes. Good, found one. Okay, this is an old version, so this one still gets stuck because this small tip was too big. So the marble, like if it is centered up, like do we have a marble here? Yeah, I have a marble here. So sometimes when you have 2 marbles in chain, that this one goes so fast that the first marble is locked in here, and then the second marble is stuck in the top. And when this happens, now it doesn't work, because mainly, but I've seen that many times where 2 marbles get stuck and then you have a full jam, or it's such precise in the center that it jams up in here. I still need to fix this before I can fully publish the marble contraption in this design. I'm still happy with it. I'm still like, I think I can put the base pieces easily live and that people can have fun with it, but I'm still trying to find a couple tweaks. Because one, it's very hard to see, so possibly this here. This has just slightly, it's slightly bouncy. Because this plastic here is just slightly too thin. So can I make it thicker without that it interrupts the dropping? And that's the thing I kind of need to puzzle out in the next days, because if we do that, and we need a straight piece, because I think that's the most obvious one.
You are listening to 24/7.
To find that out. Yeah, this is already like, so this is already pretty close, so I cannot go thicker or wider. because you can see that it is really close on. If it bumps on this area, the problem becomes that it then will always launches in this area and then it falls out there, which is a problem. So I don't think I can actually go thicker. That sucks. So I kind of lock myself in. Yeah. Because then we have this one. Do we have another dropper piece that is corner? I hope so, somewhere. Okay, found one, but this is an old one, so I need a new one. That's old. I only have olds here. Okay. Okay, gonna deal with that one. Oh, wait. No, that's not. All right. So we have a dropper piece here. So let's see if this one clicks in the proper way. And let's see how much this is. Because this one just falls in, so the width of this corner here is fine. But the moment we go straight in the straight one, it becomes an absolutely problem. Yeah, this is too close. And when I oh no, I come on, I know I saw a stopper here somewhere. Chaotic. No, yeah, there we go. There we go, found it. So with the stopper you prevent that the plastic goes on top, so it stops in the most high position instead that it launches off. The marble. The marble gets stopped in that area and drops straight down. So that's why there is that small stopping piece. And this works pretty good. And I made it good enough that even when you have this one here, so you made let's see, that one, yeah, that one is also okay, so this one should be like that, and find that out. Because even while this one is in here, the straight piece can still be used, the corner pieces can still be used, so that still all works. So that is the cool part of doing all that. So this piece doesn't really interrupt the flow. And it's an additive piece that looks a bit complicated, but it locks it in place in such a position, like if it bumps in this way, it jams back on the points. So it locks in place, but when you have installed it proper, it does a lock in place. And when it goes straight, it should lock. This is a good design, right? Yes. So hopefully this is just enough that you can do that angled piece and then click it out. I need to fine tune it a little bit more because I now see the error. And this is also a piece that I printed very fast. So yes, a little bit technicality that you need to print on decent quality for these pieces, but if it works, it works. So I think fine tuning this one, fine tuning the elevator is I think the thing we can do right now. Or if someone wants to know something else, pop that question. I am still like puzzling out if I can fix the splitter and the elevator, because those are the price things you pay, and as I just said before, I prefer to have a good standard of payment. No, a good standard for the things you pay for, but also the equal standard for things you are getting for free. Just having that good standard means I need to put some more time in before I can put these live too, and that people can actually build it and design with it, because I think I just make this one's pretty open that you can just do whatever with it. And setting that up. And there's possibilities there. But that's the hard part of puzzling all that out and seeing how to shape things up, how that process of time takes, how far do you need to go, how far can you go, and how far is good enough. Like, that's always my problem, because for a lot of people, just doing the bare minimum, so only do 4 out of 10, that's fine, no one cares. I prefer to push myself to 7, 8 of 10, because a lot of people call me a perfectionistic person, but I also know and understand my own limits. But I will still keep pushing for those limits, because if I only push to 4, 5, then I'm never extending my limit. I'm only making it shorter. And that experience is, I think, I'm just bloody stubborn with, and I do not want to do that. I don't want to lower myself slowly to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just never do anything fun again. For me, the point of pushing and trying to find that small point of just creating something that most people are like, but why? And this is the thing that I saw at the Maker Faire too, and at the furry event. Showing the lamp and then showing the marble pieces, and also on the furries, they like, I do not have my coin here. I need to have one coin. That was so cool to see. Like, I need to have one coin here somewhere. No. Okay, I need to have one maker coin, right? Where is my maker coin? Like, this is me being chaotic and not able to find anything. So, if not, there we go. Okay, so, okay, this is not the correct one, but it was really fun to see when I gave one of the furries a maker coin, because he was like, "Oh, I'm building 2. Can we share details?" And I showed him this, and I wanted to make bigger ones for them, because like having a full fursuit paw that is really thick, so you cannot really do this. I wanted to make maker coins that are slightly bigger than this, so they can also just do this in their suit. It's like doing this. But the moment I showed one, I had a slightly problem, because in around 30 seconds I had around 15 paws of like, give me a coin, give me a coin, give me a coin. And they were all like, ooh, that's fancy, that's really fun. And like, they were all like, it turns, gimme. So I was glad, because on Tuesday I was like, I'm going to that event. I realized I had no maker coins. For 2 days I've printed around 60 extra, and I had 30. The Maker Faire consumed around 200 coins, like they were gone. And I was like, I need to make some coins for the next event, and 2 days. I had 2 print failures, and as you can see with this one, like did this kind of stuff. Like I had, yeah, like I had. This was the first thing with the U1 that I have no clue what happened. Like. I had this, like completely wrecked up. And that happened for 2 batches. And in 1 batch I print around 20 coins. So that was just small deadline, trying to make a coins. The printer knows it. The printer knows directly, like, oh, you're on a deadline? I'm not gonna work. Like, the printer knows, huh? Like, the moment you have a deadline that is pretty short, and like, yep, there we go. I'm now not gonna work. Good luck. That was fun. Yeah, nope, not a great time. Not a great time, but I got enough coins. I have now 15 coins left, and a lot of people really liked the turning design, because this one really turns really good, but as you can see, the design is just not great. So these were kind of failed, but again, these are too smooth and you can pop them out pretty easy. So still finding that tweak of how can you make this smooth without popping out. So I'm still fine-tuning my own maker coins of like, I mean, bloody hell, this one is kind of good. This one is really good. Why are the bad ones so good? But yeah, they were having a blast with it, and a couple of them really liked my lamp. They were like, what is this lamp? What is that thing? And you just showed it, you show the inside, and you still get people surprised. And I think for me, streaming and being a content creator, showing my work on events, I think that's the thing I like the most, is making people that surprised. It looks basic, but the moment you show the things and you kind of rope them in with a simple thing, like, oh, you want to see something cool? And then you do that small trick, that small catch of like, and then everyone is mostly like puzzled or like, oh, I didn't think about that. And the Maker Faire and the furry event, realizing, I really kick on that. Like, just making people surprised and pushing that limit further and further. And that is really cool. Just to experience that part of people genuinely being surprised and perplexed of like, how did you do that? And that is so cool, right? That you just that glimpse of creating, crafting, and building. That's the thing I do it for. Just making the silly things, but make them in a way that looks really cool. At least that's what I try, right? Alright, let me get another drink. And then let's puzzle out what I can do. Shall I work in Fusion or talk about something else? Like, the events were really cool. And I'm just really thirsty. Oh, wow. Also, whatever you do, if you go to events, and I noticed that on the furry event, like, everyone is super polite. Everyone is patient with each other. Everyone understands what and who they are. And oh, my sugar is way too high. That's not good. That's why I feel not great. Yeah. Okay. Let me check that. Another 3, because this is not good. Okay, my sugar is too high. So, is this? Can I keep going? Is this mentally okay? I'm not sure. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep going for it, because doing all that. Okay, now I'm mentally gonna feel it, so I like give me. Whew. All right. So what I need to puzzle out. I am looking for furs and mink fur and fox fur, if it is called, if I say it correctly. Like, if there's a furry, please correct me, because I'm still learning the terminology of all the words of how to craft those suits. But I think the fox fur is the thick fur that you can brush out and shave down. Mink fur, mink is the small stuff that you use for the tongue, so that is really short. But I think more silky. It feels more silky, a little bit thicker and denser. You use that for the inlays of ears and the tongue and the nose parts. But everything else is a long fur type. But to do that here, what the hell? There is someone crying in on behind my house. Like, I have no clue. That was very weird to hear. Not awkward at all. Okay. So to do all that, the moment you're gonna shave the synthetic fur, it's all plastic. It's all synthetic. So you're gonna shave that, and that stuff will go up in the air. So I need proper protection against that. So I need a good breathing mask. I need a good set, not just one scissor. I need a good set of scissors. I need a good set of sewing equipment. Some of the persons I made contact there already gave me a lot of info, a video tutorial about how to make the tail, how to make the head, how to make the paws. That's gonna look cool. I'm looking into that. But you also need a little bit of space for that. So I can do the basic sewing probably here. But the moment I do the cutting and the shaving, it's gonna be really tiny plastics, and you will breathe those in, and that is not great for your lungs. So I'm probably gonna move around my printers. I will grab the camera because that's a lot easier. So let's switch to full focus. Not this one. No, nope. This one. So let me grab the cable, and so we can go a little bit farther. And hopefully I can see the camera. I cannot see the first couple chats, so if someone is chatting, I will miss it a little bit now. So this whole area needs to move. I'm gonna move all my printers. This one needs to moving too, but especially these two. This all needs moving. This probably goes downstairs in a small room there, so I have make this space completely free. I have a wooden plank that I can put in this area, so in this here that can close us off to around this area all the way up. And so I can hopefully, with a little bit of cloth, I can close that off, and I can close this area off. And I think the smartest thing then is getting a suction machine for air, so airflow out. Install it here. This here behind is a window, so I can open it up and just push it outside. Or just vacuum it up in a way. I need to look at that device stuff, so I want to build that in 3 months, but yeah, budget wise. So if the Lampic sells in a couple weeks 50 pieces, I can do the crafting of the fursuit, learning how to sew, all that directly, because then I can buy some equipment to actually start with all that. But oh boy, these are all very new skills, and I'm slightly scared. I'm really nervous for it. But it's also a very exciting part, because if I can combine all that, I can combine it with 3D printing, I can combine it with electronics, I can buy it with RGB LEDs, and that's hopefully is gonna look so badass. I have some ideas in my mind that like I think it's gonna work, but it needs physical testing and smaller chunks of the idea, breaking it down and do all that. But if that is gonna work, it's gonna be so bloody awesome. They have stretchy fur, and I want to use that for the projects and mechanical engineering. Yeah, well, Herschel, probably with the fursuits you need gluing and you need sewing. But I'm gonna try my best to not glue. Again, I am not willing to glue. Like, if the, like, so the idea is, like, if I can put my hand in the paw, in the glove, so let's say glove, because paw still feels weird for me to say, and I don't pronounce paw that good, that everyone understands it. So if I want to make my glove, so I need to make one layer where the electronics go in. Then I need to make another layer which I can put the fur on. If I can 3D print those two layers, I can click them on, that is fine, because then I can separate the fur part and actually proper clean it. Fursuits get dirty, you need to clean that, and with electronics that's a very risky thing. So if it goes kablooey, I need to separate it anyway. So why not start with a design where the electronics is its own layer and the skin on top is another layer that can be detached from each other. So there are a couple ways. Have a 3D printed base where the electronics lie in, and then a small 3D printed layer around it that I can just put on with TPU and a little bit of, hopefully, Tech foaming TPU, which is a little bit more stretchy, hopefully. But like I need to test that. Or the fabric, the fur is just on itself, completely sewed together, and then technically you glue it on. But what if we don't glue it and use magnets? And use small 3D printed clips that I can put the fur on, click it on with a couple magnets in places so it is decently in place, locks in place, and then I can still separate it. So if I can do that, which is gonna take some time and a lot of experience building up and skill issues, because I don't know what I'm doing, I just have the idea in my mind, I technically don't have to glue. At least that part. I probably need to glue a couple parts together because that is probably needed. But you see, if you look at the videos, you see people then make with foam the glove itself, the paw and glove itself. Then they put full wrap, the transparent stuff you use for cooking, and they wrap it up. Then they will duct tape that whole full wrapping, because then with the duct taping you can write where do you want the lining, where do you want different colors and different areas, different patches. Then you take the duct tape off of it, so you snip it around off the glove, so you have it all in separate pieces. Then you have your sewing patches, or your sewing, how do you call it? I'm still learning it. So the sewing parts. Then you need to lay that down in a specific way, cut all the fabrics out, then sew the fabrics together, and then you have your thing without filling. And then you put the filling in, and that's what you glue. Patterns. Yeah, patterns, sorry. So the patterns, and that's that whole process. I'm still like, can I learn ZBrush fast enough that I do not have to do the duct tape area, and I can do it in ZBrush and get the patches from there? Because if I make a full 3D model, I do not have foam. So I have a pattern, because if I draw on the ZBrush thing of the coloring, that in itself is already a pattern. I can just flatten it out without stretching in those pieces, and flatten it out and print it out and just use that. I think I can do that, but I'm still puzzling out if the duct tape way is the way everyone doing it, because they do not have ZBrush or the model, the 3D model, because a lot of people work from a 2D picture, a persona character, and then make the physical shape with foam, then wrap the foam in, then duct tape it, then start the pattern out. So I think that's why people do the duct tape, because they do not have a model. But if I do the base not foaming but 3D printing wise, and I probably do a couple foam pieces, but a lot will be 3D printed anyway, can I then skip the duct taping part? Yeah, that's what I realized too. Like, so I hope to make at least a non-fur glove with RGB LEDs in it, and if I can get the fur, it will probably look very shite. But I want to try that. So my goal is to see where can I put the LEDs, how bendy is it, because this is already getting pretty used. So for me, how far can I bend this and how much? Because like if I put my finger on here and I just put it on, so when this is the hard part, like, so if I start bending it, how long will this stay good? Is this good enough that I can replace it? Or do I make the design in a way that I can swap out the LED strip? So if the LED strip breaks every 2 years, because I go to 4 or 5 events, so that's around 5 events. I know that the Eurofurence, the German one, is 4 days. I know a couple that are 2 days. So let's say in around 20 days of the year you use your fursuit actively. So go out from 10 hours a day, so 20, that's 200 hours. So if every 200 hours the LED strip breaks down, I think that if the repairability and I can swap it out pretty easy, then I preferably swap it out. Because why not? A small bit of soldering, but I can remove the fur and then I can just install it and just demolish the next strip. So I think that is pretty easy. Also, these LED strips are not dense enough. So then you get these silly things. I don't even know how many LEDs it is anymore. This is so dense, this is 170 or 240 LEDs in a part. So if I do the same thing, how long will this stay right? And this is the extra challenge. How waterproof can I make this stuff? Yay. Yeah. Because there are a lot of fursuit parades outside and it can bloody rain, which means my suit is screwed. So, how do I do that? I don't know. Time to puzzle it out, but I think this one can go pretty far, but the moment you move it continuously, like you can wrap it up. I can wrap it up pretty easy, and as long as it stands still. But the moment you do this movement too much, the small pads, the metal pieces will slowly just deteriorate. And that's the puzzle. How can we build a test for that? So I can make a small device, turn it on and just see and make the standard movement all the way up and down, all the way up and down, and just see when it breaks. So to do that and do it consistently, I need to track how many movements it is and when it breaks. So I need a camera that can track if the color is on or off. How can I track that? Oh, bloody hell. Ooh. That's a very good puzzle. Yikes. Yeah, that's a good one. And this is like, this way is not bendable at all. So then I can only do this. So I can do it here. I cannot do it here because this cannot bend here. So I cannot put LEDs here. But I can put LEDs there. But like he did. Let's grab my phone again. Let's grab the phone again. Like so. Can grab the other phone. Let's get that one running. So crafting wise, can I? Come on, Discord, you can do it. So how do I set up? Hey, Juggin. Like, back on the comments for that focus. I think we both had master understanding. What I read, you genuinely did not want to do that, but your first sentence came over as someone just, oh, I don't want to pay for it. Like, I misread that. You didn't mean that, so we had a both misunderstanding. And if you want to know more why I don't put it on €5, I will, or $5, the value on 5, I will explain it. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I'm trying to find something here. That one. So he made his paws glow up, so I want to do that too in a way. That's gonna be so cool. But yeah, like, here's the sentiment why I put 39. And hey, silent mode. So for me, the 39 is a value where I put in all the work. It's not a simple project, and like, yes, I can do it for €5, which means, or $5. So let's say $5, because printables also works on dollars, no euros, so I'm screwed by the ratio anyway. With all the fees, with €5 or $5, okay, $5, I go back to €3. Then the fee transfer, dollar to euro transfer, I only end up around €2 or even less, and then I need to pay tax over it. It's fine, like, Jokken does Auge is here too, and I understand where he's coming from, so like, let's go into the process. And it's a learning point, because if you don't know it, this is why that. So let's go to it, neutral. Absolutely no hate, no down talking. I really don't do that. Yes, but Jokken, here's the thing. We get to the same problem, and we get to another problem that I do not want to do. So, like, I maybe get €1.50 out of a $5 sale, which means I get a $3 or maybe $4 sale out of 10. Which, like, yes, if I sell 100 compared to currently 50, but then, like, I make €4 profit. So currently with the one sale I had, I could see it, and it was a conversion rate and had some other things. So that one is €27 profit for me. Because printables takes a fee, the Stripe that is taking the money in takes a fee, and then payment transfer is a fee. So there are a lot of hidden fees. So you go down pretty bloody fast. So if I put it low, I need to make 4, 5, 6, 7 times, because if we go for the €5, that's €1.50, €2. Let's round it up simply, €2. So I need to sell it 12 to 13 and a half more times than what I'm currently selling. And like, if the lamp is good, which hopefully it is, that works. Here's the problem. People that will buy it on that level. I'm also going to Tanks, and Tanks is the same problem with Stripe. Everyone uses Stripes. That's the payment system everyone uses, so you're stuck to those fees either way. So I can sell it on my own website in time. So if I grow big enough that I have a stable community, I want to put it on my own website too, which doesn't have the fees. So the number I put there, that's mine, no fees, so I get more profit, which is great. But I currently still need the visibility on printables and Tanks that people follow me there and build this up. But let's go back. So that €5 turns into 2. My 39 turns into 27. So I need 13.5 times more cells than my 39. Which, if you have a good product, you can fix that. The other problem is you get the people that buy it on that level do not put value into the product. They just buy it because it turns into an impulse buy. And that is another reason why my things are a little bit more higher, because the time I put into it, I do not want to create people with impulse buy and just buy it and then start complaining and bitching that something is not right. No. It's fine, but I still just the mindset of like doing that, and that's why my 39. So I want to finish this because this means a lot for me to actually show and make it clear. I've no ill intent to you. Like the first sentence, I was like, what the fuck is this dude? No, there we go again. I heard the first comment and like, but you took more effort in over explaining of just, okay, this was my stance. Then it was like, I completely misjudged you. So we're both made a mistake and we're both embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by it too. But it's there. We're both learning from it, and that's the important part, Jukken. That for me is the important part, that we both learn from it and doing that. So if I put it low, I get a lot of people that just impulse buy it, and those people will very fastly just complain about the product because they paid nothing for it. Most people that see the value and pay 39 for it will take more care of it and are a little bit more thinking about like, what is the product? And I'm looking more for those type of people than the impulse buyers. Like the impulse buyers get me money right now. But then I'm only making small, fast, tiny projects that go for a 5 or 10 euro value. So I prefer to go a little bit higher, where I find the people that stick longer, coming back for future projects and long-term timing. That's why in all that together and the time I put into it, it's 39 euros. Because I want to be slightly above the impulse threshold. Impulse threshold for most people is 10 to 29 euros. And that's it. So that is the part that's why I went for 39. I started I'm gonna sell the lamp for 15. But I talked with more content creators, more crafters, more people that actually sell, and I realized like, yeah, but you're gonna, like their experience, when they put in 5, 10, 15 euro prices, you're gonna end up very fast with people that buy it and only start complaining. And the moment they cut off the lower ranges, all that disappears, because most people that think about it and put the 39 in put more value into the product than someone of 10 or 15 euros. I want to say that the marble track for this will be 15 euros a piece, because this is a way smaller project and I'm fine with the things there. But the lamp took me a whole year of designing, putting it down, getting the points in of easy assemble, no soldering, all that stuff. Number to sell what? Silent mode. And doing that. So yeah, Jukken, we both learned here, and this is why I kind of want to explain it. I'm very happy you're here. Like, I think in a lot of times I said, this is for sale. No. Like, I hope with soon the promotions on socials, I think on the Maker Faire and on the furry event I went to and all the other talks I had, I think I can reach the 50-100. But yes, for a lot of people on printables, this price is slightly higher than they want. But I have around, in the whole year, in this whole year showing the project, I have around a number of 400 to 500 people that were like, I want to buy a lamp, I want to have this lamp. So I think I was cutting 10% of that whole number, so that's why 50. That around 50 people will buy the lamp in time. I've not done social promotions yet, I just put it on printables. And a couple of people already saw it. I've done no live promotions. I just put it on the 3D Musketeers Discord and on my own Discord, and that's the only promotion I've done. And I put on X and Blue Sky, which I have no followers at all. It's like, hey, you can buy the B lamp right now with no hashtags at all. I think those two together got 60 views, and from that is maybe 0 buys because that transfer part never happens. I don't know. Yep, Jakken, like, if it is too much, then don't buy it. Don't force yourself. Like, if you like the lamp, wait, build it up, go there. I fully understand that part. I am now unemployed for 10 years and this is soon my work. And that's the part. I fully understand that. Like, it's okay. If you really want it, we can work something out, but that's something that, like, I want to be fair for everyone, so I cannot do that nilly-willy. But do what you can, not what you must. That's the most important part. If the lamp is currently too much, gather that Core 1L first and have fun with that. Maybe you can sell some items, then buy the lamp. It doesn't have to be now. The lamp will never go away as far as I want to, and if no one takes me down, and if no one takes my lamp down or sues me, because I have not seen this design ever in the world, so I don't assume that this will go. The lamp will stay. Probably get some later upgrades that I can see, oh, we can now do PETG or something else. And like, I really want to be silly and I want to print one in foaming TPU white, so like that it is fully flexible and see how it looks. Like, it just looks funny, I think. Like, is that possible? So buy it when you can. That's the important part. You don't need to buy it to support me. Other people do that, and that's okay. I'm already happy with the views, the likes, the clicks, the comments, and all that, because like, I literally just passed the 300 subscribers and I started last year with 60. So it's building slowly up. Every event I go 30, 60 up. And those are the people that I appreciate. So do what you can, not what you must. That's fine. I can wait. I do not want the money right now. I have my own background of problems and stuff. So while I would be happy to have 50 sales in 1 month, it will always, it technically will screw me over if I cannot sell the money. Like, if I have too much money at the end of the year, the government will, because for me, I have a government healthcare system because I'm autistic and unemployed. I get money from the government. If I earn too much right now, so profit, I need to pay back that money. So I technically want to sell 50 lamps, which 27 euros, that is 270, so that is around 1,400 euros, a rough estimate. And that is great. But at the end of the year I need to spend it, otherwise I need to pay the government back. But as long as I spend the things in my projects, in my work, and I make more cool projects that also pick up in different use cases of 3D printing and the world of creative crafting, that works. Yeah, Jakken, like, that went a little bit wrong because I wrongly assumed like, oh, you're one of those that I don't want to pay more than €5 and just be a cheap discount person, because there are a lot of those people on printables and online in the 3D print community. They're like, I don't want to pay that. So I wrongly assumed that, and I should have read a lot better before I posted that. That is my mistake. It's still there. I'm gonna live up to that. I'm not gonna delete it. I'm not gonna delete anything. I really do not want to delete everything, because that shows bad sportsmanship. And that's very important to me, that everything stays neutral. We talked it out, started a little bit cranky and wobbly, but then it made sense, like, oh wait, you're in this mindset. You were not in that mindset that I assumed you are. And we talked it out. We got to the conclusion like what we both know, and we both showed what we are. And that's the important part. And now you're here and talking it out, and we both make like, that is cool. This is not possible if I could have just banned you. I could have removed your text because I just assumed it was a negative thing. Yes, my first comment felt also a little bit in the aggressive part. I really try to stay neutral, but that was my decision to react on it and keep reacting and like, hey, this is going there, and I felt in the defensive, but it was my choice to keep going. I could have instantly just shadow banned you, removed you, muted you, and I didn't do that because I always try to see the opposite opinion and getting their view. Again, I viewed it wrongly because I had an assumption, and assumptions are not great. Never assume, but sometimes it just happens. I was bloody tired. I woke up and I saw the message like, and just, so I was not in the right mindset to actually give a proper reply. That is my mistake. We all make mistakes. That means we're human men. We make mistakes and we live up to it. That's the one thing we can do. We live up to. We don't run away from it. We don't hide it. We don't shove it under the carpet. We learn and we go on. That's why we're here. So, welcome, we both learned. I think that's the best way I can say it. Yeah, you can learn from experience and keep in mind in the future that things might be differently, but I still need to try to be consistent about that myself. Yes, we all make mistakes, but understanding it and learning that, and I'm gonna repeat myself here a lot, but making a mistake, learning mistake, fixing mistake. That is human progress. Most people say, make mistake, deny mistake, and never say that they make a mistake. This is the best human thing you do. You literally find out this is a mistake, I'm learning from it, and I grow. Yes. So, too many people, and that's where my assumption was, like, oh, you're one of those that is doing that. And you aren't. You took the time to still reply, and I was a little bit salty. And that. And that. Yes. But I see too many people, and this is a global thing that I see, that people make a mistake, deny it, blame someone else, and never talk about it again. And they do it 40 times in a day. Well, that's a little bit too much. They do it 40 times a year. They keep doing it, keep avoiding it, keep denying it, and never accept that it is a mistake. They go in their own pride so deep that they just deny everything. And they get away with it. And you know what? I prefer to fall, make the mistake, stand up, learn how I fall, and hopefully next time I fall is slightly different and not the same. It sounds a little bit weird, but in that way I prefer to stay a donkey. I made the mistake once and I'm never gonna do it again. I hope to just like... sorry, sometimes it's really fun to say to someone that makes a mistake a second time, well, at least you're not a donkey. That's kind of an insult, but it's a positive insult because like I can just laugh about that one. But in this way, this happened, and I hope for this situation we both stay a donkey. We're not gonna do this a second time. Hopefully we both learned and the next mistake is slightly different, that we can say we're still a donkey. Right? I think that's the whole thing of trying to understand that. Like, we're both gonna stay a donkey in this problem, hopefully. And maybe you're gonna make it a second time because you didn't understand it, or it was a slightly different situation. Oh, I know that one. I'm diabetic and sweets are great. Oh man, so many sweets. Give me the sweets. Once a year I buy a bag of jelly beans and I need to take so much insulin because that bag of jelly beans is gone in 2 minutes. And that's a part of the core of how I stream, how I make videos. Mistakes are part of life. Let's make them, let's screw things up. So, as I just showed, that's hard, man. Like, I went from, just before Corona, so my mother passed away. Not by COVID, but by cancer. It fucking sucks. Do not be sorry, because if you say sorry for that, then you could change it. So, don't be sorry for that. Life happens, it sucks. I went from 95 kilos to 110. I had someone that's like, cool, I'm gonna pay CrossFit for you. And now for the last almost 2.5 years. Yeah, almost 2.5 years. I am doing CrossFit 2 times a week. I try to bike and walk more. And I really try to lower my food consumptions. Yeah. Jogging, like full exercising, is not technically needed. If you have a store close by that is in walking distance, go walk there every day. Take those small steps first, because if you have not exercised that much, please take it easy. I have not exercised the last 3 weeks because, one, events and planning and that stress, but my right shoulder is so fucked up right now. Just the muscle here is so overextended that like I'm not able to get weights in here and do that. So this needs a lot of recovering. It sucks. I overextended without noticing it. So if you're gonna exercise, do small bits. But the hard part is, do it consistent. Do the small things consistent enough, bit by bit. 5 minutes a day. But keep it consistent. Every day do it 5 minutes. Build it up to 10 slowly. Not every week 5 minutes. Don't every week. Just for a month do 10 minutes. Just walk to the store. Just keep that pace. Keep that momentum. And the hard part is be consistent. It's the hardest part of exercising. And most people think, oh, I'm just gonna exercise very heavy. And yeah, like, I cannot really feel how far I push myself, and I think, oh, this goes all right. So 1 year ago, I was like, 2 times a week CrossFit. I went biking, which was around 60 to 100 kilometers a week, because I was just biking. I was feeling so good. It's like, I don't feel any problem. So I was 60 to 100 kilometers biking, 10 to 22 kilometers walking. I was like, I feel good. I'm gonna do swimming for 30 minutes. And then left shoulder went wrong, knee went wrong, and ankle went wrong. It's like overextended. So I'm gonna tell you, take it easy, man. I thought I was doing okay, but so my muscles itself are doing good. I have extreme good recovery on my muscles. My tendons, the connection from the muscle to the rest, also highly better recoverability than the rest. But the bands that holds the bones in place, so this area here, the bands, those take around 9 months for me to recover and upgrade them to self to, in 9 months then the cells say like, hey, he's actually exercising, be better. And because you don't notice those the bands that much, and it takes a lot more time to realize that that has effect, and the moment that you feel it, you're almost already too late, because that can knock you out for 4 or 5 months. So I'm trying my best to not overextend myself right now, so hopefully in a couple weeks I can slowly pick up the exercising for the rest of my body again, because like, I realized I went a little bit too far and I didn't notice it in time because I don't feel the pain and I just feel like, oh, I'm just slightly tight, so the muscles are being used, it's fine. And then, yeah. But the strongest key part of doing exercising is consistency. Exercising for 1 week very active doesn't do jack shit. Your body needs to understand it, your body needs to adapt to it, and that's the hard part. Like, that's what I realized. You need good consistency. And now I'm the last weeks I don't do CrossFit, but I'm still, when the sun is out, I'm still biking. I'm still walking to the store, so still get the muscles, get the structure moving, get my butt out of this chair, because I love this chair. I'm sitting here all day working on my projects. But just getting out, getting some fresh air, doing something outside of the computer, it also really is good for your mental health. And that part is really important. Don't ever forget that. It doesn't have to be much, but be consistent. Well. So yeah, like, I'm slightly excited to see if I can build something like this with the pass. And I'm gonna give myself 3 months for that. And I slightly hope that the lamp hopefully reaches around 20 cells in 1.5 months. If it reaches 20 cells, I can buy hopefully all the materials for this, not out of my own pocket, but out of the things I actually sold. But I'm excited to actually learn. I'm gonna learn how to sew. I'm probably gonna do manually first and find connections up to do how do I sew. I already got some YouTube tutorials on how to grab that. I'm going to the Comic-Con and hopefully I meet more people there. There's a small event in between, which is a small furry group, and I want to say hi there too and get some local contacts. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I know that one. That you just want to slack me. You don't like. Oh, I know that feeling. But like, that's why the other person was like, "I'm gonna pay your CrossFit as long as you come 2 times a week." So she just like forced it a little bit on me because I had I did not have the budget. So it was like, oh, CrossFit it's pretty pricey. And she was like, "Don't care. I'm gonna pay for it. You're just gonna drive here. You're gonna come here every 2 times a week, and the next 2-3 months I will come every time you exercise." So she helped me, she pushed me through that scary environment of socializing with the sporting people, and now I have a decent group of people there. And I still keep going. Well, currently not, but I'm still paying. I'm now paying it for myself because I can, and doing those small things. But that, yeah, again, that consistency is the hardest part, and I know that slacking part. Why? So, no. So, why do you think I try to design my lamp like this? Because I do not want to slack off. If I make this project less or harder to install, or you need to solder everything, because like, let me grab the old one. Like, I cannot open it, but so, yay! This was the very first lamp. This was the very first design lamp that I made in this concept. And this one has pogo pins on it. This is, as you can see on the bottom, all separately soldered. This is not fun. Like, I'm gonna try to do that. Can I put some light into it so people can actually see it? So can I put it here? And do that. So yeah, this was the very first design. And this is just pogo pin hell all connected up. I should not have done it in the back. Like, I should not have done that. But this is where it started. Like the very first one is this one. And as you can see, it's a huge difference. So this is the first one I made for someone that asked like, hey, can you make me an hexagon lamp? Because I don't want to do it myself and gluing it on. And then like I made this one, as you can see, it's the camera cannot pick it up. It's already bloody dirty and the quality was not great and had infill problems. And then I designed this shape. So this one already, as you can see, it looks so much cleaner. This one looks way cleaner than this. This was the version one. FreeCAD. I don't use FreeCAD, I use Fusion. I grew up with Autodesk, 3ds Max and Maya. I know slightly SolidWorks, I know slightly Tinkercad, I know most programs I can see and work with them. But Fusion for me just clicked. And I just stuck with it. But yeah, this is still a shit ton of soldering. Do not do this. Like, do not do this. For the love of God, don't do what I do. But like, I could bring out this lamp and just like, oh yeah, you can buy this for 10 euros and you need to solder all the shit and I need to make a build guide, and that's not... Yeah, work with the tools you want and feel comfortable with. That's the most important one. Don't do the things that everyone is saying. I use Fusion. If you want to use Blender, go Blender. If you want to use Tinkercad, use Tinkercad. If you want to use FreeCAD, use FreeCAD. We should not have the right to bitch on someone because they use a different program. I dislike that. Like, for me, FreeCAD is something like, I do not want to use it. I don't feel very functional in it. But if someone else feels functional in it, and the same for Tinkercad. If you feel comfortable with Tinkercad and you can make your tools that work for your idea, concept and design, then who am I to bitch about that? That's not right. That is not correct. I can say, yeah, I don't like the program. That's my opinion. But I cannot say, oh, that's a shit program. You need to use Fusion. But some people still do that, and it still feels... I feel icky about that. But yeah, so this design, I've screwed up the magnets good enough that it fits only in this way. So if I turn this one, it doesn't work anymore because I have not aligned the magnets on this one. There's only one way this works, and there is a small piece here that I can see that this small hole goes in this small piece here. So this is the only way it works. You cannot turn it around. Oh boy. That, like, I know the base of Fusion and what I can with Fusion is always working. Autodesk is big enough that I don't expect it to disappear. Like, this is for me, FreeCAD has a good developer base that I say, okay, I think that program can be growing good, but it takes a long time. A lot of people say, why you don't use Blender? Like, Blender is a great tool for everything, but I want a specific tool, and Blender is a jack of all trades. So the problem with Blender, it is a jack of all trades, and I want a specific thing, and that specific thing doesn't work in Blender. Blender has a decent video guiding, but it's all older versions, so it's very hard to find the current version. Sometimes Blender changes so much, and I do not have the time investment to get all the good correct video guides to actually adapt to Blender. If Fusion becomes even more pricier, I'm currently paying on 120, so that for a year, which is 10 euros a month, which is a good price. But the moment I'm gonna pay 800 euros a month, a year, then, and I'm not selling enough products, I'm gonna switch a program. I'm gonna force myself in another program, because then 800 is too much. If the lamp and my other projects sell good enough, then Fusion is a good tool for business-wise, because I have now found 58 different crashing, debug, memory problems in Fusion, and I just talk with the support guy that I have access to now, and I just send them a message like, hey, yeah, this is not working. And mostly in every 2 weeks an update, or every month, most of those things are fixed. I've already edited STLs with Blender, but I couldn't do that with any other program. Then again, I have... Yeah, like, use what is good for you. Like, I kind of want to switch off Windows, but I'm learning ZBrush and Fusion, and both of those technically are not really great on Linux or Apple. And like, they both work on Apple. I'm not an Apple person. I'm really not an Apple person. That, and Fusion can work with Wine, but that's an overlay and it doesn't really work proper, and you're really dependent on backlog updates, and it doesn't really feel great that I want to do a whole switch just to get that extra layer of not feeling great. Yes, I can learn other programs, but what I have currently works out of the box, so I'm sticking to it. Like, I don't want it. No, I have no really interest currently to be... I'm not forced enough to switch. So I'm still using Windows, but it's completely broken down. Like, all the tracking, the AI stuff from Windows 11 are already broken out, because I don't want that shit. And a lot of things are completely disabled. Like, there are always ways to disable it, and you need to put in some effort. So for me, the Windows works. Is it the best? No, I still think that a lot of Linux distros can do a lot better now, and they're growing, and there are some cool things, but a lot of main programs that I use and are used in the industry are not really still workable on Linux. With the moment that point happens and Autodesk decides to go a proper Fusion Linux, and ZBrush, I forgot the company name of ZBrush, but ZBrush also makes a full proper Linux distro, then yes, I will install Linux and experience if that feels better for me. Will I 100% switch? I don't know, because I need to compare them. But there's a high chance I will switch, because some things in Windows really annoy the shit out of me. Ooh, that is nice. Yeah. Okay, I need more liquids. Okay, my sugar is slowly dropping. Why is it not working? Alright, we're getting there, Okay, so... Alright, let's switch the camera. We're going to modeling. I still feel awkward modeling, but... let's turn this just chatting thing and actually being functional, because that feels slightly better. And do that. Well, we can still do just talking, but a little bit different. Ooba, there we go. Alright. Where was Fusion? Stop streaming, stop the camera. Confuse. There we go. Oh, Fusion. I don't know. I don't want a fusion, but at the same time, I need to do fusion. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, that like again, use the tool that works for you. And if someone starts bitching about it, that says more about them than about you. That's what I learned the hard way. I had so many people saying that my products are bad, my products are not great, and like, why are you making this lamp? Well, I dropped those people and I found better, positive, neutral, and people that say the negative things in a positive way around me, where I could focus on the things of like building it all up and setting things straight, and people just really honestly forwardly saying like, this sucks, but hey, if you do it like this, then it doesn't suck. And you know what? That's way better. That's how you want to work. Not people that just bitch about it because the product is actually good and they just feel, how do you say that? They feel inferior, so they start talking you down because they want to be better than you. Well, you actually do something that they feel inferior. Inferior by? No, inferior. Intimidate. Silent, you nailed it. They feel intimidated, so they talk you down. And because I'm a very honest person, I couldn't even see that. I didn't even realize how they talked about me, and I thought like, oh, my products are bad. My products are shit. I'm not making good things, so why should I sell it? I really took what they said to face value, and I didn't see the... Oh man, words. I saw the words for what they are. I didn't see the snake under the grass, the blip. I didn't see the actual meaning of what they said. And that really sucks. But that comes with experience. Yeah. But made me realize that like building that experience up, I can now see that a little bit better, but it doesn't go always right. But a lot of people I can now, if I talk with them physically and I see that, chat is still bloody hard to decipher that, and like some mistakes we make in chat. But face value, I can see better what people actually mean of like, is the thing they're saying actually what they're meaning, or do they say, oh, this is good, and then you see their face like, this is shite. Or like they say, oh yeah, this is pretty good, and they're just bloody jealous. I can see that difference right now because, hey, welcome to being autistic. It's really hard to decipher people. But I mean, in time I get better at it. I make a couple mistakes and I make a couple enemies and I make a couple frenemies and like, welcome to life. Welcome to life. But yeah, like it's not fun. It's never great. But let's go to dropper, main, marble assemble, marble export, because I want to change something here. And that's the tracker. Base empty, doesn't need it. So can I make it a little bit stronger? So can I, because if I do this, I just make it thicker, and that's not what I want. But this is not what you want either. So if I say, what is the total value? So this is, no, this one and this one. How thick is this? So if we go +2, +2, so we're gonna make it twice as thick, but we're gonna do 2 small chamfers because we don't want to go straight, we're gonna go angled. So hopefully that small ridge of edge of plastic, like that. Do not want to have sharp. So 160 because I want a 0.4 line here, 0.8. So this is 2 lines of plastic. And I think this will work. So hopefully I can make it strong enough that the piece doesn't go flat down. And this angle should not hit the marble when it goes down. So I want to print this one and I'm gonna add a corner piece. So let's remove this one. A couple are flat now, that is not good. This is bumper, okay, there. Also the hard part is folder and design areas. Like, I'm still not good at naming things, so some of my things look a little bit weird. Okay, so we have basic corner. Let's go down. Let's do you fine. That is fine. Bottom is fine. Yeah. So now we're gonna do the same here. 2 up. So we create a little bit more thickness. And chamfer it down to 180 or 160. I forgot that. So let's see. I think it was 160. So oh. We have a slight problem here. What is going on here? Something is not correct. Huh? This one is correct. This one isn't. I made a mistake. Oh, I made a design. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, crap. Okay, is this the only one or... Okay. This looks okay, so this is 4 and 4. So if the radius is 4, this is also 4, so this one is fine. Corner sharp. This is fine, this looks fine, this is all fine. Yes, sharp corner. This is also fine, sharp corner too. This looks fine. So it's literally the basic corner. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope, not this one. Dropper angle, dropper splitter, marble splitters, flat pieces. Should be hidden here. So now we're going back because I have an export file while I do final tweaks, and I have main bodies in different files so it doesn't overload. So I already see this mistake here, and we somehow... Okay, so both are the mistakes here. Corners, bodies, basic corner. So let's go into this file and see where when we made this. So I tried to do something here for a thicker thing, so that should be... Bumper should be gone. That is bumper. Okay, we still have the mistake here, so now we just can keep going and going. There we go. Okay, now we found the sketch. Now we do this. That is that one, and this one is not correct. And this one should be. Huh. Ooh, have fun. But why is this and this not correct? Nope, that is also correct. This one and this one is correct. Yeah. Why are you not correct, huh? Which one is it? Because, like, I'm gonna remove you and see how you react with you. I think that's the fix. Found the fix. Oh, thank God. I do my best to put everything now in separate components so you have a small timeline so you can actually see where your problem is. So now we can all extend it to here. Hit save here. It's saved. Now it's uploading the progress. And take some time. Come on, you can do it, Fusion. Upload it and then give it to me. Come on, there we go. Now we go here and now I click here. Components out of date, so I now click update. And then we should see this updating. And now it's calculating, 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 and doing everything, all the actions again. And then this, bloop. Hey, we fixed the model and maybe. I never noticed that. I have printed so many mistakes. Oh bloody hell! All my single colors, all my single corners are not correctly printed. Oh, that gets me so salty. They work, but that's why the marble was not correct. That's why. No, I fixed it proper this time, so not fixing it and doing it later, but in the actual timeline, so everything else that touches it is updated. Oh, I feel so salty about that. Oh, I feel really salty about that. Ow. Ouch. I have printed around 400 corners, like probably 200 corners just like this one. So I printed 400 of these pieces. All wrong. And I never noticed. Now I look at it and I see it directly, but I never noticed. That really affects why the marble is getting stuck. So this is like, I have seen the marble getting stuck so many times. I have seen it and I never actually realized it. So it always gets stuck here because there is more space in the center. So it doesn't matter where you go, it will center up. In an actual double corner, if I have one, I'm like, yeah, this one is bad. This one is bad. And with the double corner, I didn't do that. So this one just keeps going and just stops where it stops. But the moment I do that here, it literally stops here because the ball needs more energy to actually roll up again, because it's like, it's slowly going down. That's why everything is stopping. Oh, I'm so bloody pissed. I am... Oh, this is such a disappointment. I am pretty mad at myself that I have not actually seen it once. I have not actually seen it once. I have not ever seen this once. Well, I have seen the marble getting stuck, seen the marble getting slowed up, and I couldn't puzzle out why, because I just didn't realize that this small piece was slightly smaller. And this is why I triple check. Hey Mega Ape Lord, I have not seen you yet. Did we meet at one of the events? And lurking is appreciated. Like, I'm just realizing that this piece is wrong. I've printed 400 of these pieces. 400 corners are now technically never working. Yeah, that haha is completely, yeah. Oh, I feel so silly. I feel really silly about this, but like, welcome to testing. Okay, well, welcome, and lurking is appreciated, but if you want to know something, you can always ask. We do our best to stay in neutral position and always try to answer things. Because if we just ban someone or remove someone or just don't assume what someone doesn't or will know, we do our best to help each other. At least that's the thing I try here. And I just fixed my problem, so. I'm so salty. I'm really, I'm really salty. I'm... Okay, so we now have this fixed. This is cool. So now we can actually... Oh wait, this was already thicker, so this started because this thing here didn't do what it wanted to do. So I'm reinforcing my marble contraption, and I need to switch camera. There we go. I forgot to switch my camera. I do that so many times. Sorry. Alright, so this whole jam started because, like, I saw that this was not lining up. It was not how it looks like this. It was being small curved, and this was just disappearing because the edges were not the same. We found the problem. We went back in the timeline. We went fixing it where it should be fixed and not fixing it right now, and then keep the fix in the timeline. And welcome to CAD programming or CAD designing. Like, you can fix it in the past and then update it to the whole timeline, so everything else is quality approved. Yay! Oh, I'm so, like, oh man, I'm so sad that I just now found it out. Like, printing 400 corners. Like, printing 400 corners. Oh, that still hurts. It still hurts. Yeah, it still hurts. Okay, so we have the basic corner now. We have corner double, and this one gonna be a little bit more spicy because the center one, yeah. Ooh, okay. We're first gonna do those two. Let's see how we can do this. So press pull 2 up, and do not want to do that one yet. So let's first get the basic pieces out. Do a chamfer. Why you go there? Go to 160 because then this edge is 2 lines of 0.8. But how do we do this one? Because if I do just 2 up and then I do chamfer, this is gonna look very weird. And yeah, there we go. That's what? What? are correct. Why are you not correct? We have a small tiny edge here because I can see that this is blue, but at the same time, yeah, about that. Yeah. How can we proper make this a little bit higher but not get this problem? Because I dislike doing this. I also dislike doing this. So let's go down again. And let's make a sketch where we're just gonna remove the center and see if we can make it in a better way. How can we do that? Okay, first get a line all the way to the center, to the other side. So we have a 100% lined up piece. Then we just gonna do this one, and then we perpendicular line it up with this. Then we say we're gonna constrain this one to here and this one to here. So now we can drag it and it's always centered. Then we grab this distance and I'm gonna say 6.5 for now. Oh, that's not that. 6.5, not 65. That's way too long. So let's see if this works. Let's create a center point so we can actually mirror this line, and hopefully that goes correctly, because mirroring this kind of stuff always goes wrong. So let's see if we can break it. So this one goes here, and oh, this one goes nice. All right. Now we go up by 2. And let's see if this mistakes happen again. See, and now it goes correct. Okay, now it goes correct. And then 1.6 and 1.6. And now we can press pull this a little bit more. 1 millimeter, so this should be 0.8. A little bit more, 1.12. Yeah, okay, so that press pull is fine. And this one should be 1.22, so that gets you close to 0.8, which means that 2 plastic lines, so 1 plastic line goes on the outside and then 1 on the inside. So you don't get a weird infill there. And I think this is decent reinforced, that this is a lot better than before. So it is less bulgy. Like, I'm sad that this looks like this. I kind of want to close it off, but yeah. How do we do that? Claude, can you not update yourself while I'm streaming? Thank you. That was silly. You are being silly, silly AI. Can you not do that? Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay, so can we make this a little bit cleaner? Because if I do press pull more, it just goes down like this, and yeah, this is not what you want. Can I do a chamfer here? And then just do that. Yeah, I can work with that one. Then I can make it a little bit farther. So if we go to 2 distances and just try to stretch this one out a little bit farther so the lining goes better. Okay, I think this feels good, but I think this one, oh, nice. So this feels a little bit stronger, so it extends the bridging a little bit more, so you get that point of getting the support in. And I think visually it still looks decent. Yeah, okay, this looks better. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna try this one. So let's go to that. Let's go to corner sharp now. This is gonna be not a problem. And this is fixable. All right, so first do the easy one. Let's do it step by step. Let's go 2 up. I think this one goes at the same time. Yes. This one is not needed because this is already strong enough. Like, okay, let's just add more strength. Just add more strength, just that it never can falter. This one is really hard, so that should be fine, right? Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, that one. Chamfer and chamfer. Equal distance again, because this is an easy small setup. Oh, I said 160. Now don't jump back. Okay, let's see if this one is actually doing its thing. Probably not, but... that's not bad. Okay, and I need specifically this one. So this one and this one are also needed, and then it doesn't work. Okay, we need to check that one carefully separated, so let's do this one first and then see what happens here. Is this because this one, fillet? No. Oh, no. Do not want to do that. All right, let's see chamfer. Yeah, okay, now it does it. So 160. Oh, yeah. Yep. Do I want to? Yeah, yep. Okay, let's see how small we can. Huh? Wait. I did chamfer. Why didn't do the chamfer? Okay. That was weird. Okay. Do I want to accept this? Yeah, I need to accept this. So this chamfer is a fillet of 0.25 because we have this one now. That's gonna hopefully look cool, but at the same time then... Okay, now we need to do this one. So that is this, and this. Go up by 2. Let's bring up those two. Like, I do this specifically for the bridging itself, and like I can make this one thick as this now, because there's no way, like, I make the edge so it can drop, but there is no dropper here. But at the same time, making it look different feels weird, so I prefer to do just the chamfer, that it all looks the same. Well, the purpose of this chamfer is that the marble can go under it. This piece doesn't have a dropper capability. Oh boy. But it still consistently looks the same. Do I really need to do this then too? What do you guys think? Do I need to make the outsides also like this, or is like... I think I need to do this. This looks better. Yeah, then everything is consistent. And everything is consistent. So we have all those pieces. So let's go back to that one. And Make things look consistent. Do I need to do that one too? Yeah. This one is for strength. Like, this one is needed because the marble can go down here, so I think this makes the pieces a lot stronger, and that's the good goal that happens, because I see there is some small wiggle, and even with this one double structure, it can still slowly do a little bit bend. So hopefully with a couple edges more, so 2 millimeters, so that is 5. It is 10 extra layers, so hopefully with the 10 extra layers there's enough strength that it never even slightly bounces down. So hopefully it works. Gotta make some test prints, so when this one is done, so this one is left. So now we're gonna do this one again. So let's go here. You fill it. 0, 0, 2, 5. And let's go to the bottom, do 2 extrudes again. Let's go down that. And let's grab them. Chamfer, 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 and chamfer, and chamfer. So 1.6. And all that now looks the same. Nice. Do not forget a corner. I'm not forgetting a corner. Alright, so double check. Is this one okay? Yes, yes. This one is okay. Yes. This one is okay. Yes. This one is okay. Yes. Alright, then there's all the pieces. We have the basic corner and we also have the straight. So let's get straight and body up here too. Save mesh. Now we're gonna do not print it in the B lamp. I do not want to do it in the B lamp, so let's go to testing because this is a lot easier. So save, save, basic corner, save them all separately. Yep. Okay, now I'm gonna do it like this. So everything is lined up, everything is lined up. I only have that open. Let's just do an export, way easier. Export. Testing, marble export, new flat pieces. Export. Do I have enough plastic on the core 1? I kind of want to print it on the U1, so let's make some blue ones. Yeah, we're going for blue. I want to do it on the U1, so let's move it up to the U1. That's a lot easier because that's where I have all the quality, because the core 1 has trouble with this system here, so I need to debug that one. So let's go to a U1 slicer. I need to go to this one. Prepare and supports. Disable supports, lamp settings, that is fine. Okay, cool. You are gone. Let's get to testing. Let's do that. Yeah, okay, cool. Split them all up. There we go. Okay, let's do a slice and see how it looks. Let's see how this looks. Oh, okay. Now, I think now my sugar is crashing down. No, still not. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, so this is slightly higher than expected, but this line looks better. Ooh, slightly sad about this one, but cannot help it. I'm slightly annoyed that this doesn't work like it should work anymore. Ooh, okay, I want to test something. Let's put you on a separate plate and do one solo slice. This should be 45 minutes. Okay, it adds 1 minute. I cannot complain. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm making a very big mistake here. Oh, ouch. Oh, I cannot do this. Oh, I did not realize that one. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Where is it? Crap. Alright, I think it is downstairs. It's probably downstairs. Okay, I need to grab that, because if this doesn't work, I need to grab the tool, so give me a moment to find it. I need to find that tool. Oh, crap. I almost made a mistake. I'm gonna go robotic, I don't care. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the tool? Where's the tool? Where's the tool? There's the tool. Alright. Voice is slowly coming back and the robot quality is gone. Alright, so let's see which mistake I almost made. Like, because here's the thing. This tool you insert in here. I'm pretty sure that this space, oh, come on. Yeah, like it. Focus. But yeah, that space is a lot smaller than 2 millimeters. So if I printed those pieces, this doesn't work anymore. Can I make this slightly smaller? Yeah, I think, yeah, I can make this one slightly smaller. Okay, this needs slightly more work, so I need to redesign this one too, that it fits on the new design. So, glad I thought about that. So, I will start the print anyway. Test if the thickness feels better for rigidity of the marble, that it doesn't slip down and it is more rigid and it doesn't do the things that I want to do. If that works, that's the new version. I need to adjust this one, because if I forget to adjust this one, then people pay 15 euros for this and then it doesn't work on the new design. I almost forgot that. Like, I didn't think about that one, huh? But there is some space here that I can make it slightly smaller, so that is good. The outside is heater, so this area needs to go down by 2 millimeters, which should be fine, should be doable. Wow. Man, I'm glad I thought about that one. I almost forgot it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whew. Oh, that was almost a slight mistake. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, MG joined the Discord. That is cool. Like, so MG has a really cool magnet inserting tool, and I kind of looked at his design and made my own for round marble. So his is the flat pieces, so he has an inserting tool for these kind of magnets, which is really cool. So he has a tool that just puts one in, then goes around, flips on the pot, and just keeps going. Yeah, that doesn't really work for round marble, so I made my design, which, like, looking at him gave me the idea of, like, also making a canister, but how do I line it up? So what I did is small magnet here and small magnet here. So I I can open up the fusion file. I'm gonna show that, like, that's always cool. So let's go back to here. There we go. Okay, fusion. Where did I hit it? I know I made it somewhere here. Marble trick. Animation, yeah, animation. So I made a small animation that you can see how I made the magnet system in here. So, go to animation. I'm still learning that. So this is literally the small version from this, but you can see that this here is all the same, only the canister is a little bit different. That's the blue one, so this one is literally this inserting piece here, so that is that inserting piece, but now with elastic. So the moment that happens, you see that this magnet here is inserted, the green one is inserted, and this is the canister line. So the moment this happens, you push the piece in, you click it in. And then this magnet holds in place so it never comes back. Also, like if you see it like going back to the design and checking here really fast, so do an inspect. You see in section analyze that this is slightly smaller than the marble, so the marble pushes through because you push it in with the tool. Then this small plastic just goes a little bit wider and pops back. So that's why the magnet stays in place. But by doing that and doing this small magnet here, and a lot of people see this magnet here, so this holds the chain, and the moment you release it, the next marble pops into place so you can do the pushing again. But this magnet guarantees that this one never gets attracted to the green or the yellow one. Like, that's the things I come up with, because like I noticed that sometimes you get a jam and then the marble, when you want to push it out, is stuck here. And then you can never get it out because it's all locked in place, because then these two keep the magnet here, and then you need to wiggle it down in half, and you cannot push this one in because you moved this and now it's stuck because this one is higher. And that's why I designed it with 3 extra magnets. But all the magnets are the same, so the only thing you need for this system is a small elastic band. But that's small technical stuff that I like, but this one is really hard to show on events because someone explained, like, how can you do this? Can you give me one? And like I was searching for an empty one, I couldn't, and he just couldn't see because there's a small magnet in here. Like, it's really hard to see. Like, I cannot even see my own camera. So that small piece there is where you click it in, and then this one gets clicked in. This one is very easy to spot. That makes it that you can keep loading, so you can always get the magnet in here and do that effect. And then it just keeps going because the weight of these magnets, they just fall down and do that. And now it's stuck. There was no piece in here. There we go. Putting it back. So it's decent easy to reset, but this is 15 euros or $15, 15 value cost, because I put a lot of time in this one too. But at the same time, there is a free one that is full manually, but this one is more automatically and lined up for a bigger canister. But again, design details why I do things and take the steps to understand I want to do things slightly better, and I just do not want to just trash it away or sell it or put it live with half effort. That's why things for me take a little bit longer, because I really do my best to make a product that works out of the box better than how can you say that? Okay, I want to make my products better than a game that on launch date, because as you can see, the current games in this time of age are all just beta versions, and we all buy the games and then we test it, then we complain, and then they maybe fix it. Because if we don't complain, then the company and the game company do not want to fix it. Because why fix something where no one is complaining about? Yeah, that's why you get so many bad games. Part of it. Like, there are other reasons, and everything is rushed, and all the investors are complaining because they want more money, and every game company needs to extract money from us gamers. But a core part of that, like, as long as no one is complaining, why bring out a good game? And that's a mindset I disagree with. I want to give a good product, doesn't matter if it is good or bad. I want my thing to be my standard. That's what I want to try. So, yay! Oh man, I get so easily distracted the last few days. Yeah. I'm slightly tired, guys. I'm only slightly tired. But let's put this one back. And slice this all. I can do manually, put them in manually with my thumb, so that's easy. But I want to see if the strength of this is better. It adds up 1/2 minute, so one piece was 4 minutes and 5, and now it's around 64 minutes. So printing one piece takes longer than my build guide. You know what? I'm being smug about it, but that's not good, to be honest. No, wait, this is good. Because I made a video that is shorter than one print of this. So on video side that is good, but on the printing side this is bad. Hi Rai! Did you check printables already? Did you do that? Did you check printables? Did you check printables? I know you were waiting for it, but did you check printables already? I want to see it. Okay. Did you do? Did you do? Did you do? Did you do? Come on, you can say it one more time. You can say the thing one more time. Awesome. It's there. I still need to do the video promotions. Like, I'm trying to set up tanks too, so you can buy it there too, because there were a couple of people like, yeah, I don't use printables, I use tanks and other platforms, so got a connection with someone from tanks, so like I got club access there already set up, like, but still setting up. So it's on printables, and maybe tonight, tomorrow it will be on tanks too. And the lamp is now live. I'm still bloody nervous about it. I'm still like, everything goes wrong. But I did my best, and I will try my best to keep it going. Yeah, I'm not tired at all. Alright, so let's select all the pieces that we now upgraded. Let's get it to Polyterra Black. Wait, what? Huh? This is 3D Jake. Oh, that's why blue was bad. 3D Jake white, because I don't have a black, so that should be fine. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you can no longer say when is lamp. Herschel's probably said about it too. He cannot say when is lamp, because lamp is now live. It feels good. I'm excited for all the people that will buy it and will assemble it. I'm super excited to see it all. It's gonna be scary, because like I'm still nervous, like it's not good, it's not good, it's not good. Someone's gonna find a huge problem that I didn't see. Welcome to designer stress. It's awesome. Alright, so this is 4 hours. It's gonna print. Let's go. Upload and print. Okay, so this one is gonna print. I'm gonna end the stream because like my sugar is still not good. Bad part of being diabetic. I've now talked for 2 hours and 45 minutes, or 2.5 hours. My throat is getting dry. I'm excited to make more projects like the lamp and the marble contraption. Like, as I said in the start, I went to a furry event, which was very bloody cool, and I really want to puzzle out my own fursuit, just to see how can you craft it and make RGB LEDs in them, because I do everything with electronics. Why not a fursuit? Like, it's bloody hell, let's try it. Oh, oh, you have an error. Oh, you have an error. Huh. Try again. Huh. Ooh. Oh, okay. Tool head 1, attach. No. Detach. No. Okay. Printer is stuck. I need to restart. I need to restart. Okay. Anyway, that needs a reboot, which is sad. I need screws. But yeah. Made some design progress, did a lot of talking in this stream. Like, I hope people like it. I really appreciate that everyone is being here. Even if you're lurking, that is absolutely fine. The view count, the average duration, like, holy. Thank you guys. Normally my average duration is 6-9 minutes. We're now at 22 minutes. This is highly appreciated because that bloody view count is needed. That view count is needed because I don't think I'm gonna reach the 4,000. I'm definitely will reach the 8,000 because YouTube updated the rule systems. Well, the number is scary. My goal, my dream, what I want to build here and have fun with, I don't think the numbers are that important. For now, they take leverage because yeah, you kind of gonna want to get YouTube partners so you can get some extra revenue streams. My main goal is reaching the 500 subscribers and 2K watch hours so I get the subscription part that people can subscribe, because I think there is more value than being a full YouTube partner, which like, oh, I get extra ad revenue. I have ad blocker myself, so I really don't care about that. I really don't care that people use ad blocker. And I see many big content creators in the ad stream for being full partnered. Has not much value. Like, it's... But yeah, anyway, you all, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just listening to me yap around. I'm gonna keep going. I have so many silly projects. Some things take a lot of budget and time, and same with the lamp. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna make silly stuff, good stuff, technical stuff, easier stuff. Maybe. I don't know. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.